What you saying, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management. It's Financial Friday, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the next recession. I'll be explaining exactly what's going to happen, which is going to cause a recession, and I'll be explaining exactly how you can prepare yourself so you can be safe and exceed financially during the next recession. So obviously, right now we're in the longest bull run in history. There's a lot of talk, about a recession because the last recession was 2008. That was the last time the economy crashed, markets crashed, prices of everything fell, all of that stuff. So, since there's not been nothing since then, yearly I'm sure you guys have heard talks of a recession coming next year, talks of a recession coming in 2 years, this and that. All of you guys who keep up with the news, you'll hear fake news. They'll tell you about, stuff which makes you fear what's going to happen, all sorts of stuff. Added to this, people are constantly talking about tariffs, with the Chinese, inverted yield curve, interest rates, all sorts of stuff. There's a lot of fear going on right now. So, first of all, let's talk about interest rates. Interest rates are high right now. Could they be higher? Yes. Could they be lower? Certainly. But the fact that they're high and they continue to be high doesn't help anyone. Everyone sees there's high interest rates on car loans, mortgages, so many different things, and they're thinking to themselves, why are the interest rates continuing to rise? Tariffs, obviously, with China right now, the US has this issue going on with China where, this year you've heard a lot from the president about taxing Chinese imports. And since we wanted to tax Chinese imports, China have gone ahead and said, oh, well, we'll tax your imports. Now, why is this important? Well, because many of the big companies in America and all around the world get their parts from China. So they'll be more expensive for you and me because they're being taxed at a higher rate from China. This, again, doesn't help anyone. Prices going up again. Like I said already, a lot of uncertainty right now in the markets, a lot of uncertainty in the economy. And continuing on the point of the economy, since 2008, there's been a slowdown in the growth of the economy. Obviously, between, let's say, 2008 and 2010, there was a quick correction because the economy crashed and, things changed which made the economy rise quickly, grow quickly again. But since then, it's slowed down. The growth is slowing so much, people are definitely afraid, obviously, of what could be happening in the next coming years. Another recession, 2020. All of these factors create a reason why right now there's so much uncertainty in the markets, so much fake news going on, so much, different reports and all sorts of stuff written online from the big banks, from the big financial institutions about what could be coming, what could be happening. But the good thing is, I'm here to explain to you why you can do something different and how you can prepare to save yourself from worrying about that. First of all, let's focus on what we can control. You can't control the market, you can't control interest rates, you can't control anything else other than yourself, your own actions. So start off by focusing on what you can control. Prepare yourself for a recession. Not only do I want you to learn skills and, understand how to make money throughout any situations, I also want you to pay off any high interest rates you got. Any debt you're in currently due to high interest rates, pay it off because during a recession, it will only get worse. So you need to start paying that off. Do what you can to get out of debt as much as you can or lower your debt and pay off as much as you can before any recession hits. On top of that, I want everybody to have a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. That means funds that can support you for 3 to 6 months whenever a recession hits. If you have no job, no income, whatever, you can still support yourself, you can still pay your rent, still pay for your car, anything you need to do for 3 to 6 months. Give you time to, resort yourself out, change your plan, whatever you need to do to get back on your feet or stay at least comfort or at least stay in your zone. Don't overspend. During the times of a recession, you're going to think to yourself, okay, now I'm going to save money. I'm not going to spend too much, this and that. How about from now till whenever the recession happens, you don't overspend. Don't go out shopping, buying needless stuff you do not need. Focus on what you need, not what you want. Your money is important. It's important that you don't overspend now, so when a recession hits, you don't have to worry about anything. You've got money saved up, you've got an emergency fund, you've been careful with your money, you've managed it well, and you're safe. There's no need to overspend now and then regret it when a recession comes. It's better to save your money now, Focus on what you do need, and then when a recession comes, you still got enough money to do what you need to do at that point in time. Invest long term. For those of you who are investors, you understand what I'm talking about. When I say long term, I'm talking 10, 15, 20 years. Investing in stocks which you're going to hold for 30 years. Investing in real estate, houses which you're going to hold for a long time. Of course, things will be cheaper if a recession would happen. Housing market would crash, you get houses for way cheaper, all of that kind of stuff. But if you invest long term in something like stocks right now, you get a good return eventually, and you're not going to be worrying about that money because you put it in there for a long term. Recessions do not last for years and years. You guys know that. So if you've got money in stocks, maybe your stocks will crash. Maybe they'll drop. At that point, when a recession comes, you buy more. You know what you invested in. You know what you put your money into. So use it to your advantage to get everything for a cheaper price. It's not difficult. If you're not overspending and you're cutting some money there, why not invest into something? Something you understand, something which can grow you money, something which can benefit you in the long term, in the future, when the recession is to finish. Lastly, I want to say, do not panic. Those of you who invest understand what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about for everybody here. If you invest or you don't invest, don't panic. Recessions do happen throughout everyone's lifetimes. We've all experienced recessions. If you haven't, you're going to experience one. But you can't panic. You can't fret about money and, go, oh no, what's going to happen now, this and that. Do not panic. Keep calm. You will survive. At the end of the day, there are positives and negatives to a recession. There are both sides to it. It's not just all negative. You've got to be able to train your mind, change your mentality, think about recession in the right way. And yes, it sounds funny, but it's true. There are so much benefits to people who use a recession in the right way. A lot of people who invested in 2009, 2010 made good money off the recession from '08. Use it to your advantage and grow your money that way. Find out ways you can use a recession to your advantage. Find out ways you can invest. Find out ways you can cut your spending and put it into certain funds or whatever to benefit you in the future when the recession is done. Anyway, my personal thoughts on recession, we've heard this plenty of times. 2013 I've heard it, 2015 I've heard it, or next year this, next year that. So a recession in 2020 is not likely. But either way, personally, from what I've researched, you still got to be careful, still got to take the right precautions to make sure that you can benefit from a recession and to make sure you're in the right situation.